In a significant escalation in the Trump administration's pledge to detain and deport student activists, federal immigration authorities arrested Mahmoud Khalil, a graduate student at Columbia University who played a prominent role in the university's protests against Israel. Khalil's arrest is the first deportation effort under Trump's promised crackdown on students who joined protests against the war in Gaza. Khalil is being held at a detention facility in Louisiana while he awaits immigration court proceedings. A federal judge has issued an order preventing his deportation pending a legal review of his detention. Shortly after the news of Khalil's arrest, hundreds of protesters marched on the streets of New York demanding his release. Students and professors at Columbia University also came out in Khalil's defense.
To be honest with you, I'm devastated at the leadership of my university. I'm heartbroken, and I think a lot of students are angry. A lot of students are just confused as to how they still continue to get it so badly wrong. I know it's a complicated moment in the world in so many ways, and I'm certainly deeply dissatisfied with our political leadership at the national level. But with all this money, with all this power, I don't understand how they can continuously get things so wrong.
I think it's totally unacceptable. Like, there's no reason why a student should be detained by ICE of all organizations just, this is part of free speech. This is a part of what we're guaranteed to as rights within this country. There's no reason why anyone should be arrested for this reason. Like, they're not inciting terrorism. They're not inciting any violence. They're just trying to make their message heard.
Students like Mr. Khalil flock to the United States from every corner of the globe, in large part because of our reputation as a beacon of liberty. Here, the world thinks someone cannot be summarily arrested and imprisoned merely for expressing an opinion or advocating a political cause. The case of Mahmoud Khalil has dealt a severe blow to that trust placed in us by the world.
Now, Khalil's arrest comes a day after the Trump administration announced it was cancelling $400 million in federal grants and contracts awarded to Columbia. The Trump administration has blamed Ivy League schools like Columbia for failing to stem anti-Semitism on campus. In a post on social media, Trump claimed that Khalil's arrest was the first of many to come. He added that his administration will not tolerate any pro-terrorist, anti-Semitic activity on university campuses and will deport terrorist sympathizers, quote unquote. Authorities in Washington, D.C. have started work to dismantle the iconic Black Lives Matter mural near the White House. In 2020, the artwork was painted on a symbolic 2-block stretch off the 16th Street near the White House when protests broke out across the U.S. following the police killing of an unarmed black man, George Floyd. Last week, Mayor Muriel Bowser announced plans to replace the mural after Republican lawmakers threatened to revoke millions of dollars in transportation funding for the capital city if it wasn't removed. The anti-racism protests had put the spotlight on police violence against blacks and minorities in America. The mural had served as a powerful statement of solidarity, calling for an end to racial injustice.
I'm here because I just felt such frustration and outrage when I heard that the administration had pressured D.C. to take out Black Lives Plaza. When this went in, it meant a lot to a lot of people, residents of D.C., but I think also to residents of the United States and to the world, that we were finally acknowledging something which has been a difficult part of U.S. culture.
So I felt it was important to come down here and just see it one last time before it went away, since, the president put a mandate on her to get rid of it or he would take funding away from the district. And so, she had to make a decision on behalf of her community, you know, in the city and in the district. And I don't fault her for that, you know. We don't want the district to be defunded.
The move comes amidst a crackdown by the Trump administration on diversity efforts across the federal government, schools and private businesses.
In Gaines County, Texas,